have a couple black billionaires for sure, but even they're frustrated.
What's a billionaire? What's a billionaire? A lubricate booty hole. A lubricated booty hole. Tyler Perry.
Right.
In the 1970s, Columbia Records wanted to figure out, well, they would have problems with the black artists. He said the black artists did not like these contracts, and it was causing a lot of riffle between the record company and the black artists. So Columbia hired Harvard University to do a study to how to control all this entertainment stuff.
Y'all guys know what time it is. Hit that like button. Let's go.
Black folks, we got a tough way to get up because we've been down for so long. I think we made this stay down forever, Brandon.
Yeah, and that's what it looks like, because we have a couple black billionaires for sure, but even they're frustrated.
What's a billionaire? What's a billionaire? A lubricate booty hole. A lubricated booty hole. Tyler Perry. Right. Tyler Perry. How strong he really is, Brandon.
Nah, he can't do much. I mean, he can do some, but
I'm a big time music executive. But if they control the distribution, where are you gonna put your products on?
Right.
BET owned by white folks, by the Jews. BET owned by the jewelries. So if they have a problem with you, Tyler Perry, what you go put your shows on? Do you own any of those stadiums you used to play in? As you can see, who they was blacking Dave Chappelle last year. He wanted to do stand-up shows, and they was canceling Dave Chappelle on stand-up shows.
Right.
Tyler Perry, they could do the same to you.
Yeah. But we got to support our people and remind them that, look, you don't need them. You don't need their infrastructure. Start trying to build your own thing, because we don't have our own thing. And they were saying how Revolt isn't owned by Puff. Like, that's something else. Like, we just don't have our own media. Like,
that's false, Brandon.
Go ahead. Why is that false?
No, that's true. But he owns Revolt.
So how did
Time Warner Cable gotta say you could come on the network?
But okay, that's what I mean.
Xfinity you could come on the network.
Right. But so that's my point. If you got Revolt, it's still under Time Warner, so it's not really Revolt. It's just Time Warner. It's Revolt under Time Warner, so it's not really your own.
It's a Volt licensing to Time Warner.
Yeah. And they can cancel it at any time.
Anytime. let Puff Daddy say something about the jury. Let him say something about the jury.
He ain't gonna do it. He's not gonna do it.
Of course he ain't, because I ain't saying nothing. Here's another thing I learned this week. I haven't looked it up. I was watching a show that had a doctor on there. He said in the 1970s, Columbia Records wanted to figure out, well, they would have problems with the black artists. He said the black artists did not like these contracts, and it was causing a lot of riffle between the record company and the black artists. So Columbia hired Harvard University to do a study to how to control all this entertainment stuff and to push down these black artists talking mess. Yeah. And guess what they found out, Brandon?
What?
If you own the distributor, if you own
distribution stuff,
you could control everything.
Yeah.
So like I said, Tyler Perry, he got his $1 billion studio. He can make a product. I can show you. He can make this product right here. But if nobody go take this product and put it on their network, it is worthless.
Right.
And the same thing with Puff Daddy. The same thing with Bad Boy Records. The same thing with No Limit. No Limit had Universal was the distributor, right?
Yeah.
And Birdman was bragging about he got a 90-10 deal. So he keeps 90% of the profit and Universal keeps 10%. So you tell me this Birdman, I can't say he's real smart. You make a product, your heart and soul in a product. You did 100% of it. You just hand that product to free, it gives them out a 10%.
10% of it, yeah.
And they just and they got a network of friends. They just go say, play this,
right?
Play this, and
that's
watch
control, and that's power. Go ahead.
And on the back end, this is how they get you in the paperwork. They can say, you didn't make. You can't. You think he getting 90%, Brandon?
No, I know.
With those business expenses come in, and they go tax him on that.
Right? No, he's not getting 90%.
Chameleonaire said. Nelly told Chameleonaire, he said, when the record companies pay you, run the audit of how they get their numbers. Because if you don't run the audit, they put stuff in there and they'll owe you more money. You see how that works?
Yeah.
So you bragging about you got a 90-10 deal, but Universal didn't have to do anything. You gave them something to push.
Right.
For free.
But and that's just Birdman. That's just one person. So just imagine about all the other artists. All they give you make the music, you create it, you working with the producer, you spending the money, and you just turn your music in, and they just put it on a streaming platform and get all the benefits. They don't have to do any work because the infrastructure is already set. The people are already in place. They've got the lawyers, they've got the execs, they got everybody, and everybody's getting paid a lot. And the artists are getting paid, but they're getting taxed and they're getting deductions from the money that they got, their advance and stuff like that. So it's no way of keeping up with the money if you're not doing an audit, if you don't have your own accountant, if you're not watching the books. So that's why a lot of artists end up broke.
Like Master P, he was a genius, but he still needed what, Brandon? To push the music out.
He needed that infrastructure.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Master P? Because I know he was doing he tried to do his own shoe line. I'm not sure if it was the same kind of thing.
Yachty's, they still out.
The Yachty's, right. I meant to check back on that, and he was doing some ramen noodles, just a bunch of stuff like that. But
cereal, you do cereal now.
So was that 100% him, or was that back with another company?
Brandon, you know what it is. That his shoes right now, Brandon. You could go online. You could design your own shoes, Brandon. They'll make them in Italy. Somebody place an order, they arrive to your house in 3 weeks. So he don't own the shoe company. Now the noodles and all that kind of stuff, he don't own those noodles companies. He just put his brand on it. He just put his brand on it. And when you do that, you better not say nothing about the jewelry people. If you say something about the jewelry, they will call those factories to shut them down.
Yeah.
They'll call the factories and shut them down. But Kanye West and all these guys, they need to. I wish they build something. They could build stuff from the ground up. They can you can make gun. It ain't not hard to make a gun, Brandon.
You're right.
They can open up a gun company. They can open up an ammo company.
Do you think people will be trying to give them opposition and stop them? Like I can't imagine that all these rich black people haven't put a plan together and tried to execute it to start our own thing.
How you go stop me when we have our friend Eric talking for us? But they don't know what's in the background. Right. You saw the movie. They don't know what's in the background.
But so what's the problem though? What's the issue?
That's hard work, man.
So are we afraid of hard work? Is it just the easy way? You'd be like, well, I could just be a millionaire and just do whatever I want to do. I've already been broke. I've already been struggling. I feel like I've already done some hard work. I don't want to keep going and do more to be complete owner and set up for the next generation. Because that's what we need to be focusing on. Somebody has to take, remember we was talking about that with Dr. Dre, like some of these contracts, like somebody has to take a loss so we can put the next generation on so they can be in control and have the power.
Take a loss for who, Brandon? We wearing clothes down our butts. We're shooting each other in the streets. We calling our wives, girlfriends, and mamas bitches and hoes.
Yeah.
Every time you watch this, here's a fact. Every man out there, every time you talk bad about a woman, you talking bad about somebody's sister, aunt, wife, mother. And so if you and you don't see other cultures talking bad.
Right, they don't do it.
I never see no Spanish man say, "Fuck that Spanish bitch." I ain't never see a white man come on TV and says, "Fuck all the white bitches."
Right, we're the only ones.
Thank you for watching, and if you like the content, do not be afraid to hit that like button and the subscribe button, and don't forget to share it out. Man, we got videos dropping every single week, and we surely appreciate your time, and we can't wait to hear back from you. Leave a comment, leave a like, and guys, make sure you have a good day. God bless you. Take it easy.